Straight, though, to the papers with Elitsa. Elitsa, we've been covering the historic monastery in Kyiv that was set ablaze amid Russian strikes. What have you found in the papers?
Yeah, hi Stuart. Well, starting with Ukrainian paper, the Kyiv Independent, that explains why Kyiv's ancient monastery is so important for Ukraine. And the headline here reads, "One of the holiest places." The article then explains that the monastery was founded in the beginning of the 11th century and is one of Orthodox Christianity's oldest and most sacred monasteries. The paper then says that this level of violence against the holy site hasn't been witnessed since World War II, when the Soviets bombed it with explosives. And then moving to another Ukrainian paper, Euromaidan Press, that says that after Russia reportedly struck the monastery, it launched a disinformation campaign with 5 different scenarios. So, for example, in one of the disinformation scenarios, Russian sources are blaming Ukraine for the fire at the monastery, calling it Ukrainian provocation or even self-arson. In another scenario, they say that they just simply struck military targets. And then moving to Al Arabiya English, that covers Russia's response. So Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that the Ukrainian allegations are, quote, crude fake. And it said that Russia simply attacked military factories, and it's actually the United States and their air defense missiles that damaged the religious site. And the spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova, also accused Emmanuel Macron and other European leaders of rushing and falsely blaming Moscow.
Let's move to a story now. This is about the struggle of a French-Vietnamese woman who's fighting against the corporations that manufactured Agent Orange.
Yeah, and a French green paper reporter looks back at the battle waged over a decade ago by Chan To Na. So she's appealing against 14 multinational companies that supplied the US military with the highly toxic herbicide known as Agent Orange. And this is the chemical that poisoned her and millions of others during the Vietnam War. And Swiss paper Le Temps also is covering that fight of the 84-year-old woman. It says that today in court she will challenge the argument that these companies were merely responding to US government contracts. And she says that if her appeal in France fails, then she will take her case to the European Court of Human Rights.
To North Korea for this next story, an investigation revealing how North Korean hackers steal European identities. Tell us more on this one.
Yeah, it's an interesting joint investigation by Balkan Insight here and Bern, which is the Balkan Investigative Reporting Network, that reveals that North Korean hackers have been stealing identities from Serbia and Bosnia. So then these people appropriate names, pictures, and email addresses so they could sign up in like websites and freelance and offer freelance services for European and American companies. What's interesting here, the paper discovered that their aim is to raise revenues for North Korea, and it says that at least a portion of the revenue was used to fund weapons development and production and other state projects. So in 2024, North Korea likely earned between $350 and $800 million from its IT workers worldwide. And the paper explains that they use Chinese bank accounts and cryptocurrency transactions that are very difficult to trace. And if they get traced, they just move on to the next victim.
Finally, Liz is going to finish with a perfect story for us, you'll pardon the pun. A theatre play in Turkey abruptly interrupted by an unexpected participant.
Yeah, it's the final, the most dramatic scene of Romeo and Juliet that was being played out in a theater in Izmir. And let's see if we can play the video for you here. There is an unannounced participant here, this cat. Yeah, it just like decided to jump straight in.
Okay. I suppose there could have been a cat there at the time, originally.
Yeah. He really wanted to be the center of attention. Now he's playing with the corpse's hair. we can see now Juliet dragging her lover. She's trying to save him. I don't know if this was actually part of the play. Or she just but The funniest thing to me is that they actually stayed serious. Look at her, she's so sad.
That's perfect acting from all three of them, I think we could say.
The show must go on.
Exactly. What a lovely story. Alyssa, thanks a lot. Alyssa, get over there with the papers for you on France 24.